What's going on, y'all? It's your boy BOJ. Now, this is going to be just a little bit different today. My setup is not working or cooperating, so the sound is going to be just a little bit different today. But we're going to be talking about OmniWin AI and what we see right now from their launch, just about 5 hours and 16 minutes. It's 5:16 p.m. Eastern as I'm doing this video. So I'm trying to get this out there as quick as we can to you guys. Before I get started, though, I want to mention and reiterate, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, all right? I am just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking it out in many different opportunities and crypto projects. Nothing more, nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, hit subscribe. If you want to be updated and notified, hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, and please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp, man, because if he gets you, there's nothing I can do to help you, all right? Stay diligent and vigilant in the space and in the comment section as well. Let's go ahead and we're going to jump into OmniWin AI first, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I'm in the back office so that you guys can see. Now, just for my own context and for you guys' context as well, I have already gotten a few positions in this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up. It's loading. Now, one thing I will say, because it is the first day of launch, okay, there's probably a lot of people interacting with this site. There's a lot of stuff going on in the space. So things are not moving as fast as maybe they would like them to, or I would like them to, be quite honest with you. But they are moving if you are patient. All right, so the beautiful thing is, I will say that I was able to have a few matrix entries here. I think I have, if I look at this matrix tab here, I'll see all my matrix positions, and I have 8 so far. All right. I have 8. Now, only one of them have any positions filled as of right now. Um, and they will show up as need. It kind of moves as the project moves and everything like that. Now, this matrix and fairness tracker, I don't think it's showing everything that it's supposed to show as of right now, and that's okay. 95% redistribution pool, that's okay too. The pay it forward. I did want to test this while I was on here. I'm just gonna see if I can test this now. Pay it forward. So for those of you that don't know what pay it forward is, it's an opportunity to take a part of your balance. If you have a balance there that you can use, you can help fund some of your team's positions and move them along into a matrix. All right, you can do that from where you sit. Okay, you don't have to wait for them. You can kind of do it, and it's only $1 per position, so it's not that big a deal. But I want to see if it works just really quickly. I'm not sure if it's working just yet. Error funding position insufficient wallet balance. So I wonder. Turtle earnings is there. Purchase balance is there. So I have the balance to do it, but it's not quite working fully functional right now, and that's okay. This is the first day of this, so I'm not gonna, you know, totally sit here and pull out all the negative stuff about the first day of launch. 95% redistribution pool. This is increasing every time someone adds a matrix position. So 0.4085 is added to this pool with every matrix position purchase. Now, one thing that I will say about purchasing the matrix positions, it has taken some patience. It's taken a little bit of patience to join the matrix. All right. But here's what I suggest. If you're trying to join the matrix, all right, you go ahead and click where it says join matrix. If you have the available balance to do so, it'll tell you what your available balance is right here. And it'll show, oops, and it'll show you what your entry fee is. All right. It tells you the benefits of joining. I think all that's great, and then you click join now. Now, previously, this has taken, there was some points in time where it took, maybe 15, 20 seconds for it to go through its little process and put me in a matrix. Recently, it has taken a little bit longer than that. So what I've done is I've just clicked it and let it kind of sit for 10 minutes, but I let it do its thing. I try to take it, slow it as I can at a time. I know there's a lot of people that are going to be trying to get to end this as quickly as possible. So have some patience with its first day of launch. I'm sure they're working through some of the server issues or whatever the issues may be that will slow this down. But you will get a confirmation in your email. All right, you'll get an email when your matrix position is activated. It'll say matrix position activated. You are successfully activated one matrix position. Each one is now actively placed in your 3x6 matrix, eligible for spillover and payouts, and tracking every move in real time. All right, so it is still doing what it says it's supposed to be doing in the background. It may be a little bit slow right now, but that's okay. I kind of just leave this to do what it's going to do, and I refresh my email to kind of see if it's put the position in. It's 521. The last position that I put in was at 514, so it was pretty much right before I started this video. So I'm not going to cancel it. I'm just going to X out. All right, that's what I'm going to do for right now. And I do believe that that'll do what it's supposed to do over some time. And if it doesn't, then I'll just jump in here later and rejoin the matrix. Referral section. So you can still share this with others. There's still a referral leaderboard here. And I like how it kind of tells you what percentage of the referrals of each one of these leaderboards is actually active. So this is me right here. I'm at number 12 right now, which is cool. You know, I'm not trying to be forget it. I'm trying to be number one. Why not? Why? I'm not trying to gloat in the process though. At the end of the day, I want this to work for everybody. But I wouldn't mind being number one. But I think it's impressive when you see when folks' communities are active. So like for example, this Love All, right? Number six, 69 referrals and 10% of them are active. That's great. All right, that's doing pretty good. You know, I'm at 46 referrals and 15% of them are active. I think that's pretty good. Silver Team has 37 referrals and may have less, but he's got more percentage of his team active or his or her team. So I like how they kind of show that right now. Ronk 2365 is leading the pack. I think that's my upline, pretty honest, to be honest with you. And they've got 27 referrals, but 30% of them are active. So I think that's the highest percentage. Mila Life has 23% active. So I think that's pretty cool. OmniWin AI is at the top spot because, of course, it is what it is. I think that's just I don't know what that is. I won't speculate. Frank Hester has 77 referrals and 16%. So I think he has the highest amount of referrals with the highest amount of percentage attached to it. And I think I'm number two on the highest referrals, highest percentage combination. But at Mila Life, I mean, I think with two less referrals and 23% more active, I think that's where you want to be. That kind of ratio is kind of where you want. Anyway, that's just me speaking out loud. Promo tools, they have everything you need from your referral link to promotional banners, standard banners, small square banners, horizontal banners, ready to use promo messages for text message, Telegram, Facebook and DM Messenger, email message. They got all these templates ready for you to use right now. So they're giving you tools to share this with others. Although it's going through its, kind of lull and it's kind of slow, at the end of the day, it is still doing what it's supposed to be doing. Messages, I think this is important for getting messages out to your team. You can message upline and your direct referral. So I think that's cool. I sent a little message out to everybody on my team today that is a direct referral anyway, just to let people know, sending a message out, letting them know that the it's a little bit slow right now. Things are going on, but it's still the first day of launch. So bear with the process. I'm gonna check my email real quick to see if my spot in that matrix position was activated or not. Still 514 was the last one I got. So I may have to go back and do that again. But at the end of the day, I don't mind doing it when it's moving more efficient. I don't mind doing it when I can easily move around things. We've gotten some referral bonuses, so shout out to the folks that have already jumped in and gotten their matrix position. You get 20 cents per matrix position for anyone that you've brought in, and it's only $1. I mean, so I think that's pretty cool that I've earned $3.80 just in the first 5.5, 6 hours of this project when I've only put in 14 bucks worth of crypto. So, quarter of the way there, theoretically, in getting back to the black in the first 6 hours. All right. And that's something that can happen to you if you decide to build a team because those are referral bonuses. We haven't seen anything from the matrix earnings or redistribution yet, but we're excited to see. I think the first redistribution is on tomorrow at 12 a.m. Eastern. And as you can see, this continues to go up. People are still buying matrix positions. It just went from 880 whatever to 894, just like that. And I'm sure that it's going to continue to increase. It'll probably be over $1,000 by the time the end of the day is. And then what they do is, I believe they go ahead and redistribute that to the lowest 50% of the community, and they will have the opportunity to take a part of it in their, I think it goes to their purchase balance. It doesn't go to anything that's available for withdrawal, but that goes to the purchase balance so they can continue to join Matrix, continue to feed the system, and continue to keep things moving. And I think that's something that may not have been thought of previously. I don't know, but I know that with an AI system, I would be willing to bet that if AI can't do or formulate a system that works for the community for the longest span of time possible, and I don't know that any of us could. It's got all the case studies that we know about and that we don't, involved in its computing and how it puts things together. So, all that being said, um, I'm excited about what this can do, and we're going to continue to take a look at it and see it for what it is and what it's doing for us here. I have noticed one more thing that, and I want to go to the home page just really quickly because I do believe that the Telegram group that was established for this is no longer. I'm not exactly sure why that is. Um, oh wait, so it still shows the Omni group here. And this is, well, the last update from this was June 9th. So maybe they're going back to this one. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe they're going to be revamping it because earlier when I clicked on join our Telegram, it wasn't bringing me to any Telegrams, right? But now it's bringing me to, and I want to share this with you guys. It's bringing me to this one, which seems to have its last post on June the 9th. All right, so maybe they're going back to this OmniWin AI Telegram group to make things simple. But this is a group that you can join, and I have decided to go ahead and join it. And I'm just going to refresh what it said, what they said they were trying to do when they were in pre-launch. Hello, humans. We are now 1 week into the pre-launch. We're now here at the pre-launch. So let's continue on. I'm going to read through, kind of paraphrase things. Pre-launch objectives: 10,000 members, 50,000 in deposits, and those targets are in motion and progressing as projected. So I don't believe they hit those targets, but it didn't stop the launch from happening. System integrity and fairness. This program was engineered for balance. There are no referral contests, no special incentives, no early advantages. Everyone participates under the same conditions, which I have seen is pretty much first movers advantage was the only early advantage that you had. And that's only if you decided to take advantage of it. All right. Or if you didn't know about it, that's okay. You're just coming around to it. The spillover fairness logic, we're going to see that in play pretty soon, hopefully. A focus on team structure. Success here isn't about luck or timing, it's about strategy and consistent effort. So, this is something that we're going to continue to talk about. We're going to continue to share our experience here with it. I want to bounce back over to Safari really quickly so we can look at the stats here. They're at 5,000 in total deposits, which is, I think, like, what's that, 5%, 10% of their, just a little over 10% of where they're trying to be when they started. This website has gotten over 210,000 total visits and climbing, with just south of, and I want to refresh this page just to make sure I'm looking at updated information because I do believe that this is live. All right. Um, so yeah, just south of 2,600 signups, just south of 2,000 in deposits just today. Visits today at 11,000 and signups today at 161,000. And these are these are real time things that are going on. Matrix position. People are getting their matrix commissions because there are people getting into the matrix. There are people getting in. They're getting their positions. And I think at 8 cents, we're talking about people that are getting it at multiple levels. This Jan Luca is getting it in right now. All right. So anyway, that just means this thing is growing. Teams are being built, and it's not waiting on, you know, it to work properly, I mean, and I say that I say that in all due respect to the platform. What I mean by that is it's not waiting for it to be working perfectly. It's continuing to work. It's just going on how it goes on. So, smart 3x6 force matrix. This is something that you can get unlimited positions in. 20-cent referral bonus, instant rewards for every human you introduce. And if I want to sign in just really quickly. I want to look at one thing. I do want to take a look at what it says for the withdrawal process, because if I want to withdraw, I do believe you withdraw in cryptocurrency. And if that's the case, then it's something that I want to take a look at before I get out of this video. I am getting my two-factor authenticator code right now. I do highly suggest that if you are in this project, you secure your account with two-factor authentication. I think that's extremely important for every platform that you decide to take advantage of. All right, every wallet, all of that stuff. All right. So as it's loading the dashboard, and like I said, it could take some time. We got our matrix entry in, it looks like. So it was able to go in. Now my purchase balance is at $6 instead of 7. All right. So as you can see, the matrix entries are going in. All right. And they're distributing. This redistribution pool is already at 906.87. So we were just looking at it south of $900. It's now over $900, and it's adding 0.4085 cents every matrix position. So matrix positions are getting got. All right. I have not received any spillover yet. That's okay. Some of these matrix positions haven't done anything yet. That's okay. It's going to happen when it happens, how it's supposed to happen. So I'm not really tripping about that. But I want to see the withdrawal section. So as you can see, withdrawals are processed within 24 to 48 hours, and the minimum withdrawal amount is $10. Okay, so I want to make sure that that's clear for everybody. $10 is the minimum. You can withdraw in Bitcoin, Litecoin, Doge, and Tron, and I do not know if they have plans on expanding those coins. If I were them, I would probably consider it, especially because they don't have Ethereum on here, or a USDT of some sort, USDC, anything like that. So I think they may have room for expansion. This may just be the start. Again, I want to remind everyone, this is day one of the launch. Okay. So things are going to go right, things are going to go wrong. This is where we kind of see what's going on. All right. So you enter your wallet, the amount, of course, it has to be minimum of $10. It's going to take 24 to 48. So have that realistic expectation when you're doing your withdrawals from this system. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited about what this can do. And I'm going to let it kind of level out before I put in another position. I already have 9, so I'm going to let it do its thing right now. And we'll hear more and more information as we continue to go forward. I want to try and pay it forward just one more time and just see if it works. But if it doesn't, that's okay. Error funding position. So I'm sure they're going to be working on that. I'm not tripping about that at all. Let's see. I'm just looking back at the Telegram group where I'm seeing now updated stuff, and maybe it took a while to load, but from June 26th. So they are still in there. Seems like they are working on fixing things. If it's still open. Nah, my Telegram may just be trying to get itself together, but I do believe that am I even showing the screen? No, I'm showing that other screen. Anyway, there's nothing on here that needs to be shown or anything like that as of right now that I think is important. So anyway, I just wanted to show where this was right now. Again, to make a deposit, you have 4 options: Tron, Litecoin, Doge, and Bitcoin. There's a 5% minimum deposit notice. Minimum deposit $7. All right, so it'll tell you what your current balance is, what your new balance is. Of course, it'll tell you how much you need to send when you get to the next page, okay? If you don't send in your deposit after a certain amount of time, the deposit does go away because I did $20 as a test. I had no intention of sending that 20 bucks in. I just wanted to see what happened, and the request went away on its own. So, just know that if you're waiting on your deposit to show, if it hasn't gone away, that means it's still being worked on. All right. I know I didn't send any crypto. So as long as you send stuff to the right address, you copy and paste, it's hard to make that mistake. All right. And remember, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all of your wallets because crypto is indeed the Wild Wild West, y'all. If you ain't strapped, you are bound to get hacked. All right. Ask me how I know. It is not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell if you want to be updated about everything going on here at BOJ. All right. I'll see y'all on the next one. This is OmniWin AI, and we're taking a look at what it does. But this is the launch date. We're excited about it. It's got to work through its technical kinks and all those different things, just like we need to do here. I got to get some technicality stuff worked on with the audio visual, but we're going to get that together. What's important right now is the information. I want to bring that to you guys. So I will see y'all on the next one. It's your boy BOJ. Peace.